Good to see everybody. Injury update for today. Jaquan Brisker will still be out for this week. He's still going through the concussion protocol there and working through with the trainers. We'll see where that goes in terms of week to week. Tevin Jenkins will be out today for practice. We'll see where that goes with the ankle. T. Moore is in concussion protocol, working through there. We'll see where that goes as well. And then Tez will be out with an ankle for practice today. But as you guys saw, we released Nate Davis today, and we just felt it was best for him and for the organization, for the team right now to do that. Jake Curhan moved to the active roster for us today as well. And it's good to have Braxton Jones back at practice, D. Wright back at practice, which is good. And then DT, our pass rusher, good to have him back there working in a limited fashion today. Solidify some of our lines going forward. But and then obviously you guys saw in the past 48 hours working through some things and obviously released Shane Waldron. I just want to thank him for his hard work and dedication through the whole process there. But I thought it was best for the Bears and for our team at this point to move on from that, Shane and as the play caller and then working into Thomas. Met with him yesterday and very excited about him being the play caller and the offensive coordinator, our leader of our offense going forward for the rest of the season, and brings passion, energy, tenacity, toughness, collaboration. You could certainly see that yesterday during the game planning phase of using all the minds and everybody there. I thought that was excellent to see with those guys working together, to get to the best answers for our first and second down game plan and our third down working into today. But really excited about that decision. With that, I'll take questions.
In retrospect, what was the miscalculation you made in choosing Shane to run the offense and oversee Caleb's development?
Yeah, it's just, to me, it's about what's happening right now, and again, obviously when you're there, you're saying you're making a great decision there, and it's what's happening right now. We have really struggled the last 3 weeks, and I just thought for the best thing right now for the Bears, for our football team, where we are in the season, was to make that adjustment.
What changed from the Monday after the Arizona game when you say you're not making a change at play caller, you have full confidence in Shane, to firing him?
Yeah, I just feel that, you have to work it week to week. I always say it's a week to week league, and it's important that you make good decisions based on where you want the team to go. And we need the team to go forward and upward, and felt that was the best decision.
Didn't Shane offer that you think Thomas does?
Say it again.
What offensively about scheme or development that Shane didn't offer do you think Thomas Brown can step in?
Yeah, what I'm looking for in the offense is creativity. Working the guys into open positions on the field, and that takes creativity. But it takes everybody. Working with everybody to be able to get that done. If it's Chris, if it's the running back coach, whoever it might be. Using everybody to really do a good job to create that openness, in space to get our athletes in that area. So to me, it's always about that.
Will Caleb start on Sunday?
Yeah, yes, sir.
Now, what was your process Sunday, Monday, Tuesday? There was an NFL Network report that Monday night it appeared you were going to stick with Shane as offensive coordinator. Is that true? And what changed your mind if that is true?
Yeah, I'm not going to actively, talk about each report. I know the process that we went through. It's obviously a big decision, and that's not taken lightly. And it's an important decision going forward. And Thomas Brown, in our building that we hired as our pass game coordinator, was elevated to OC. And to me, that's what it was about. That was the best decision that we have right here in the building, because you can't make that big of a shift during the course of mid-season. We're still running our same type of verbiage, the words, but the creativity and the knowledge that Thomas has with that, working with Sean and working with the people he's worked with, I think is very beneficial.
Report aside, then, when did you make the decision?
Yeah, so like I said, I stood here on Monday, right, and talked about that, and I took the whole process on Monday, and then I made the decision on Tuesday morning. So I informed Shane at that time, and then brought Thomas in after that, and informed him, and then we were going from there.
So where did it stand at the end of the workday Monday then?
Just me going through the process. I was going through the process of making my decision and made it on Tuesday morning.
Matt, when you have an
Did
offense,
Did anybody nudge you, push you in that direction, or was this all of your own
Yeah,
process?
my decision, of course, I use counsel, with, Ryan, of course. I always have a meeting on Monday, with Ryan, George, and Kevin. And I've always used those guys for counsel, but my decision.
Did players express a desire to see a change in the position? I understand it was your decision, but did players express frustration to you directly of what the offense was doing, what it looked like?
Well, there's two things you said there, right, Brad? So is it the frustration and ask for a change? Certainly nothing about change, asking for a change, but frustration, of course. We struggled for 3 weeks and hadn't scored the way we wanted to, but certainly frustration for sure.
And the frustrations they shared, what did you hear from them in terms of what wasn't meeting their
They just want to do more. They just want to do more. They want to be more productive, more effective. Score points for our football team. Just do more as a group, and then more individually in terms of helping the group. It was always in a winning way, a respectful way. It was always in that light. And to me, it was really, really good to see that they really wanted to get better, and it just didn't happen in a timely fashion.
Matt, was there ever, go ahead.
What is Caleb specifically doing well? What is he not doing well? And what is Thomas going to tweak to create some semblance of rhythm?
Yeah, Caleb's been confident throughout this whole process, and that to me is important. You have to have confidence in your abilities. You have to have confidence, in what you can do, and he's done that all the way through. In terms of what he's done well, he's done a lot of things well. In terms of, I think the in breakers, I think the rhythm and timing throws have been done well, but he needs to do it more consistent, and he would tell you that. The things he needs to improve on is just, again, being that consistent quarterback, with his reads, everything from A to Z. Again, that's been there. We just need to be more consistent.
As
a defensive-minded coach, you obviously understand your role in overseeing the offense. This is now your third play caller now in parts of 3 years. How do you answer that with your bosses when you meet with them, that you are on a third play caller, that this offense has not gone the way that you hoped?
Yeah, it's right there where it is, right? Third play caller, and again, I take full accountability for that. I take full responsibility for that, and it's got to get better. It's got to get better. The details, the creativity have to improve, and it's got to improve this week.
Matt, you grade everybody after every game. Has Caleb Williams been playing at a starter level? And did you give consideration when this offense is averaging 9 points in 3 games?
Yeah, I would just say that the offense has struggled the last 3 weeks. We all can see that, and when that happens, obviously at any position, no one's playing at the level they need to play at, and we just have to be better that way. And again, I'm fully responsible for that, and we have to do better this week.
How do you weigh the notion, though, of you have the number 1 overall pick who needs reps with, if it's not working, considering trying something different in the short term?
I would say I would answer it with your first statement. He needs reps, right? All rookie quarterback needs reps. They need exposure, experience to get better, and that's what we're going to do.
Is it off the table then, sitting Caleb Williams? Like even like going, is he gonna play through the good, the bad, the ugly, the whole thing?
Yeah, I mean, I would just say that we'll look at everything week to week. You always do that. What's best for the football team? We made a big decision last week, and I think it's you always have to evaluate that. The things you did well, the things you need to improve on. Where's your football team at, and where you need to go, the very next week. So I think that's important.
Matt, what do you and Thomas and the coaching staff need to do this week to make sure it's a smooth transition for Caleb?
Yeah, I would just say, what I've seen so far is the guys working together, coaches working together, okay, to come up with the good answers. I just saw a really good walkthrough out there, those guys working together, in the meetings working together, and that's how you execute. That's how you execute. And to me, it's, again, working on the grass together and finding solutions, right? It's never going to be perfect out there today because you're putting in new concepts, but let's find the answers by the end of the day and then correct them tomorrow. Okay, and then move forward. So that's what we need to see.
When you say full responsibility, full accountability for the offense does go back to you as head coach. Why were you not able, as Shane's boss, to get him on track over the first 9 games?
Yeah, you know, it could be a lot of things, right? It's always about continuity. It's always about execution. And it just wasn't there. And that's why we made the change. So that's where it is.
Now, you touched on the challenges of changing offensive coordinators mid-season. How much can he realistically change in just a couple of days?
I think significantly. I really do. And again, that's what we're looking for, a significant change and, you know, efficiency. We want efficient, effective offense, you know, from the run game to the screen game, you know, to the play action pass, drop back pass, from A to Z. And I know if we put our minds together and everybody works together, we'll get that done.
When you met with Ryan, George, Kevin, did you receive assurances about your job security through all of this?
You know what? We were not talking about that. We were talking about answers going forward. And that's what the conversation was about.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Thomas Brown.